Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Josh and today we're going to talk about audio and specifically XLR recording for your Lumix camera. Now about 6 months ago I realised how bad my audio was in my commission projects. To cut a long story short, I actually had one of my clients tell me that they weren't happy with one of the videos I made purely because the audio wasn't up to scratch. And then from then on I've been obsessed with trying to get the best quality audio possible in the easiest way possible. And from that point onwards I've been using the Tascam DR60 with the Rode NTG4 Plus shotgun microphone, and I've actually switched to an XLR workflow, and to be honest the results you get from XLR are just so much better. When you're recording with the Tascam DR60, of course what you have to do is you have to record externally and then sync up the audio with the video in post-production, and while I don't mind doing this, it would be a lot easier if I could get it all in one file ready to be edited straight away. So then comes in the Panasonic DMW-XLR1. I really wanted to see how the DMW-XLR1 compares to the DR60, and of course it's a completely different workflow in the sense that the audio is actually being recorded via the hot shoe on the DMW-XLR1. That's why I've decided to try out this adapter with my Panasonic S5. All of the talking in my videos is normally recorded with the Tascam DR60 as well as the Rode NTG4 Plus shotgun mic, but today what you're listening to right now is actually the same shotgun mic, the Rode NTG4 Plus, but instead it's actually going into the DMW-XLR1 and then straight into the S5, so then the audio is actually baked into the video file. What I'm also going to do in this video today is compare the sound quality between the DR60 and the DMW-XLR1 to see if you guys can tell a difference. In terms of the user interface, I actually think that the DMW-XLR1 is actually quite easy to use. Both inputs have an audio level wheel as well as a gain control that goes from -20 to +20 decibels, and of course 0 being in the middle. They both have a low cut filter as well. Another massive plus of this XLR adapter is its size and form factor. Since it's so small and fits just on top of your camera, it means that transporting it is a breeze. It doesn't mean you're going to be bringing any bulky recorders with you or anything else, and it's actually really nice knowing that all I need to bring to a shoot would be this XLR recorder, an XLR cable of course, and my shotgun mic, as opposed to having to think about the external recorder, let's say a stand to put it on, a power source for that external recorder because it either takes batteries or you can run a sort of like charging brick with it. That's what I do, whereas this is all powered by the camera, so I know that no matter what I don't have to charge anything up. So yeah, that's also a really big plus of the DMW-XLR1. So what I'm going to do for you guys now is I'm going to read a small excerpt from a book and I'm going to repeat it both with the DMW-XLR1 and the DR60 so you can have a better comparison between the two and how they sound. In terms of processing, I'll just normalize the audio. I'm not going to put any sort of compression or anything onto the lines because I want you guys to hear how it sounds raw, like straight out of audio source if you like. So let's get to it. Once the country's first line of defence against invaders, the English coastline these days is a peaceful place where locals and visitors can enjoy more tranquil pursuits. Taking a brazing walk on a windswept pier, finding fossils in ancient cliffs, building sandcastles and dolphin spotting on picturesque beaches are just some of the activities offered by the English seaside. Once the country's first line of defence against invaders, the English coastline these days is a peaceful place where locals and visitors can enjoy more tranquil pursuits. Taking a brazing walk on a windswept pier, finding fossils in ancient cliffs, building sandcastles and dolphin spotting on picturesque beaches are just some of the activities offered by the English seaside. So after listening to both of them back and reviewing the audio, I've got to say that I'm actually extremely impressed with the sound from the DMW-XLR1. The signal's clean and there's minimal hissing, which is really nice. In fact, I think the noise floor is sitting around a sort of -60 to -65 decibel sort of region, which is exactly where you'd want it to be for clean audio. Let's just test that again right now. Yeah, so hopefully that just shows that there's minimal hissing. In that audio example, just to clarify, I did not add any compression or anything to the audio track. However, for this part, I'm adding a little bit of compression and my voice over enhancement sort of thing that I normally add to my YouTube videos. So if you think that the talking before the example sounded a little bit different, that's because there's a slight bit of compression on that part of it, but the example was left clean and all I did was just raise the volume slightly so it was normalized with the audio before it. So overall, I'd say that the DMW-XLR1 is actually an extremely good investment for any Lumix shooter who does record a lot of audio, whether it's for YouTube videos or client work or just anything where you need to get a microphone in someone's face, and you like to use XLR of course, then yeah, it's definitely a really good investment. It's really simple to use and it's extremely small, which means that it's great for traveling with and for getting really good quality audio without having to carry much else with you, making the entire process a lot easier. While I had the DMW-XLR1 unit with me, I'm probably going to be using it to record my YouTube videos purely because the work workflow around it is just so much easier than the DR60, and I actually found that editing the talking parts of the video to be a lot quicker than it normally takes me. So of course, for sort of workflow and just general sort of timing, I do have to say that it's definitely worth the investment getting the DMW-XLR1 over an external recorder. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it somewhat entertaining or educational, and if you did, then please make sure to subscribe because it helps me out massively, and hopefully I shall see you in the next video. Thank you.